Specs. Specs, 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 specs. Power. More power. That seems like everything that I'm seeing on IGN everywhere. It seems like it's just a damn bunch of specs and people going, about new specs. And, oh, what's this? This is an old TV, moving stuff around the house. Actually, that is an old 720p plasma, over 10 years old, and it looks good and still runs very good. So I know that's kind of in the shop there. You're going, what the hell is that? But all I see now, and this is not a bash on Xbox Scorpio or Microsoft, but everything is about specs now. Isn't it weird that the Switch, which people have shit on for a while, even at NX, when we started seeing it may be more of a hybrid, which it was, it's not going to have the specs. It's going to suck. And now it's selling like hotcakes. I saw on Reddit. They're lining up left and right and New York today, the 12th, to buy up more stock. They don't have the specs like the Scorpio or even the PS4 or Xbox One. It's going to sell well. The Switch is going to have its unique type of games. We're not going to get, Xbox One, PS4 games, but it's going to do well. But going back to what the entire industry is all about is that they have Digital Foundry, I like their videos, a good group of guys or girls or whoever they are. Specs. Then they make a second video about Xbox One. Now they're going, you could change the refresh rate on it and do this. And I got part of the way through it and I just went, no, I don't care. This bad boy is my gaming rig, which I need to put a 1060 or so in. 16 gigs of RAM, 6-core processor. This is where I worry about specs. That's it. That bad boy up there does really well. I don't care about the specs anymore. It is what it is. I can't wait for Mario Kart. I can't wait for Splatoon. I can't wait for all the other stuff. They're going to announce some blockbusters. I guarantee some really good stuff coming. And I'm just looking forward to playing games. Games. Video games. Video game YouTube channels. Video game. The thing that we actually play. We don't play the specs, do we? And I just don't get this. I don't get the mentality. And I told everybody, and especially on Game Ramblings, and Cyrus agrees, it's nothing wrong if you want a Scorpio. If you want a Scorpio, buy what you want to buy. It's your money. I'm not bashing anybody who wants a Scorpio, has bought a PS4 Pro. But we're too worried about specs and ignoring the games. If there's not a lot of games or anything specific on the Scorpio, I'm going to tell you this, it's going to have a hard time. The PS4 Pro hasn't sold well because Sony won't even tell you the numbers for the individual sales. They just lump it in the PS4 Pro or PS4 sales. It's not doing that good. And the thing is a nice little console. They lack the Blu-ray player that they should have put in it, but it seems to do well. Cyrus Martin has one. He ended up, of course, buying a PlayStation again due to having to move and sell stuff. And it happens. People have to do that in their life, and having kids or anything else. Some people have had to sell stuff and come back. It happens. But if he hadn't, he would have bought one. He would have just kept his PS4. And it's not doing well. And it's only $399. And Digital Foundries has said in that interview, that part of it, or it was on IGN article when I talked about it, that this thing is looking like $499 again. Oh my God. But I'm going off into a tangent. Specs. Who cares about specs? 12 gigs of RAM. Okay. DirectX 12 on the chip. That is impressive. I just had to say that's impressive. There's some impressive stuff in that thing. But what about the games? And everybody says, well, it's coming to E3. Well, they showed a lot of shit last year on E3. And guess what? Some of the stuff got canceled. I don't trust them. I don't trust Sony. I have said this since 2016, around a time when, before the Neos announced, I was saying the NX needs to be a powerful box. And then I saw what Microsoft and Sony were doing. I went, oh. And I actually had that feeling in my gut that the NX, of course, become the Switch, was going to be like that hybrid thing. And it did, because Nintendo is smart. Not always smart. Sometimes they do stupid things the way they kind of half-ass launched the online service for it. I mean, I thought it would actually be here, and nothing's here, but not getting to that thing. I mean, they're not perfect, but I think they see a damn bloodbath, and they see how people are not buying it, and they probably, they said, we're going to take our stuff and put it into one. Here's a hybrid. It's going to be great. It's going to be both. And here is Sony and Microsoft yelling specs. Or Microsoft is yelling specs. Sony ran its mouth constantly about 4K and HDR. That's it. And they constantly said that. And the PS4 Pro is so lackluster because we don't even know what the numbers are. I don't think, and I've seen some what ifs, but if Sony don't want to tell you the specs, or excuse me, see? I'm thinking about specs. They want to tell you the numbers. It's not selling well. It's not a bash toward Sony. It's not a bash toward Microsoft. Why is gaming becoming more about specs and not games? You see these games back here, these classic games? There's Chrono Trigger back there, the Japanese card. There's Zelda, the original Zelda. There's Punch-Out. There's DuckTales right there. There's some Mega Man games in there. It's about the games. Zelda has come out on the Wii U and the Switch, and the Switch is a little bit more advanced. They've hammered out the frame rates. Just got a new patch. It's not perfect, but it's gotten a lot better than the Wii U, and it pushes really well, and you can take it anywhere. It's not a technologically advanced system, but it's probably the best-selling game this year, period, even beating Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is something I'm going to pick up later when it goes on sale. It's a fantastic hit for Sony. Good job, Sony. That's what it's about. Games. Pretty much, it's just like, oh my god, it's teraflops, and oh my god, there's more RAM in it, and you could change everything. Oh my god, did you hear about they got new power in the system, and what else can it do? I know that was funny and over-exaggerating, but that's kind of the way it is. People are going, oh my gosh, over fucking silicon and chips. The Switch goes to show you that you don't have to have horsepower to make a great game. Horizon Zero Dawn is on a PS4, which is a now weaker system that is not nearly as powerful as a Pro, and it doesn't matter because that's a great game. I don't know, and I had to say, what about Microsoft? Well, I haven't seen anything coming out from them because they've been canceling their stuff. But if Crackdown 3 comes out, it's going to be hopefully a fantastic game, but you'll be able to play it on the old boat anchor black Xbox One, and it won't be about specs. Microsoft can say, look at this awesome game. It's about the games, people. So that's just my ranting and raving a little bit. I just don't understand why we're all worried about specs. I've been spec happy before. I'll say, as my friends heard me go apeshit in 2013, because we were hoping for consoles just to jump up there, and Sony did, but the Xbox didn't. And I and my friends were in the Xbox camp, and was hoping for true 1080p gaming, and I'm still okay with just 1080p gaming. I don't care. This monitor right here is on my computer. I play 1080p. I'm fine with it. I don't care about 4K. It looks perfectly fine. But then I saw the specs of the Xbox One. I was like, and we know the clusterfuck that Microsoft stuck their foot in their mouth, and then Sony came out with all these great specs and how streamlined it was. And I went a little fanboyish even to my friends mostly. This was way before I was on YouTube. But it's only because I was so excited to see that Sony had listened and trumped Microsoft, and we're putting a powerful system, and it was affordable. Now it's the hell with the games, come buy the more powerful system, but you don't really need it because you can play it on the other ones, but please buy it. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I just hit 10 minutes. having a little fun here. I'm not bashing Microsoft or Sony. I'm just tired of the industry where it's going. Let me know what you think. Comments below. Everything should have popped up on the screen. Here to subscribe and share. And are you more worried about specs, or are you worried about the games? Let me know what you think. Picky Old Gamer out.